Okay. Oh, what happened? Oh no. I left my drink somewhere. Hold on. Alright, I don't know what happened. Welcome back, everybody. It is Friday. It is Friday. We're finishing up some D&D art today, and then we're gonna move on to cyberpunk stuff next week, which will still be D&D related, but yeah, it's gonna be fun. So strap in. Here we go. That's all I have. That's all I have for an intro today. Where's my button? Someone just jumped in and then immediately left. That was great. All right, here we go. JR24, hello from Louisiana. Ooh, how's it going over there? Welcome in today. Hope you're doing well. Druid, hello, hello.
Hello.
We still have a pretty good list from Wednesday. But also, if people would like to submit new stuff, they're very welcome to. We're going to start with a rugby, like we normally do, and we'll go from there. Yeah, that will be the plan for the day. Let's see what is going on here. How's that music?
I'm very tired today. I stayed up way too late last night playing D&D.
Oh no. That's not what I wanted. Played D&D last night and ended up calling it early just because it's like, you know, we should not stress ourselves.
My group was trying to get through what we were doing. It was a horror campaign. It's a module somebody wrote. It was supposed to be a one-shot, but our group like goes really slow, so it's literally we've played once a week for the entirety of October and only finished it this week. So it was literally 4 or 5 games to get through a one shot.
I think I've only ever done a one shot successfully. I didn't run it. I played it in one session. I think I've only ever done it once. Most of the time it's like 2 or 3. Or it's like, I'm going to play on a one shot. It's going to be really simple, and then we play for like 12 hours. And it's like, it's warm over here. Really? It's getting cold here. That surprises me. I guess Louisiana is
subtropical at least. Yeah.
Oni, hello, hello. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing well, thank you. Let's hope my drawings are good. Oh, that's the rugby face we got going on today. It's not spooky season, it's turkey season. I should be drawing turkey. Turkey rugbies.
Like I did at the end of Wednesdays.
Just a splash of violence and just the end of the day with. That was we had a weird ending on that one. Because I had shot that spooky spider creature. Oh. I wish you could watch today, but a moose moving day. Oh, dang. Good luck with your move. I hope it goes smoothly. Moving days, not fun. I mean, it can be nice to be moving somewhere better.
Yeah, hopefully that's the case for you.
Hopefully that's the case. But it's always stressful, regardless of whether or not it's a happy move or a annoying move. I've moved like across town several times in my life. That's always a pain in the ass because it's like nothing's really changing. It's just a different location. I gotta pick up all my shit and scoot it over.
Yeah.
When you're in college, it's not so bad because it's just like you showed up with stuff in your car.
Yeah.
If you have a car. It's a caveat there, but yeah, at one point in my life, everything I owned fit in my truck. And I was like, that's good. And now it's like, oh god, I need to rent a U-Haul or something. Buying furniture, people. It's a great and horrible thing. Oh. Rugby looks like he's about to explode.
Gasp, what is that?
Whoop! There we go. Me gusta.
Solid, solid stank being discovered noise. Swing!
Look at all those owl ladies. I really liked Wayne's World as a concept. Good old days of Saturday Night Live, which I don't know if there's like bad days of Saturday Night Live. It's just like when I watched it, I remember enjoying it. Before the memes, there was Saturday Night Live. We're not worthy. It's essentially the same thing now. We just have a means of creating our own goof mups.
Yeah. Really, the difference is Google's made it possible for us to access those jokes over and over and over again at a moment's notice.
Yep. Oh! A very uppity rugby. Alright, so for people, I don't know, I guess I've been drawing all morning because I was finishing up that commission, which I'm pretty happy with. But I will, if you are the commissionee? Which one is it? I don't remember. You are the person who commissioned that. I will send it out to you after the stream today. And I will share that with the Discord as well. But, if you're new here and you're not sure what the hell's going on or why there's a very erect goblin on the screen, we are going to be drawing D&D characters that are submitted by the chat. If you have been hanging out in the YouTube community posts, you've probably already submitted one this week. If you haven't, you're very welcome to submit one in the chat today. I will add it to the list. We have a list of about 14 right now, so I don't know if we'll get through all of them, but we're going to try. And then we roll a d20, and we let the dice gods decide which ones get drawn. So that's how this works. I will probably have to explain this a few times as people show up, which is no problem at all. But hopefully, if yours gets drawn, it gets drawn, and if not, I apologize, and try again next week. Which next week will be cyberpunk themed, so that'll be fun. What we're going to do with that is we'll accept the character suggestions, and we'll give them a cyberpunk flair.
Yeah, that one's gonna be rough for me. But I'll try.
Lots of lines. Just add lines everywhere. Everything is articulated.
But I paint.
Articulating splines.
I like a lineless style.
Well, you don't have to be outside lines. You just gotta do this.
Yeah.
Check it out. It's a cyberpunk rugby. That's really all it is. And then we'll give him some metal eyeballs. It's gonna be some cool stuff. I would like to see a brave kobold. Is that okay? Yeah, I can add that to the list. Is there a class you'd like to attach to that, or is he just a kobold that's not cowardly? Because I think lots of kobolds are brave. Brave kobold on the list.
Yeah, most of the dumbest kobolds are very brave.
True.
You dead! I win!
Alright. Let's get this going. I'm gonna get my d20 out. If I roll above a 15, I'm just gonna re-roll. A changeling bard that whistles. Wait, what? This is an old list. Uh-oh. I already did that one. I need to check my list real quick because I think I already drew this. I think I already drew this one. I might have just copied it twice. I tend to do that sometimes.
Making mistakes live on air. Embarrassing.
Flamethrowers. I'm past the point in my life where I get embarrassed by stuff. I just get annoyed by it. Like, oh,
That must be a nice. That must be a nice place to be. I think Gabrielle might have suggested this 2 weeks in a row, and I think we drew it the first time. So I don't know if they missed the first one. I guess we could draw it again, but I feel like I have that already. So maybe I just already drew it, and I did draw it on Wednesday. I'm not sure. I remember drawing that, so I'm not gonna draw it again because we have more people waiting. So I do apologize if that is yours, Gabriella, but I'm gonna switch it. What is the prompt?
I drew this one too. Did I only save the ones that I already drew?
Uh-oh.
A hipster Chwinga, which I think is the little forest spirits, is that right? Hurdy-gurdy bard. Chwinga.
No
little
idea.
Forest spirits. Little tiny faced forest spirits. I dig it. Okay, hurdy-gurdy. Oh, now I gotta draw a hurdy-gurdy. Oof.
That's fine. It's just a violin with a wheel in the middle.
Good point.
And a crank on one end.
Shoot, beats my kobold idea. I mean, I don't think there's any good or worse ideas. Okay, brave kobold paladin. And we also have a goblin mob boss with a handlebar mustache. All right. Mustachio. Sweet.
Sounds both like a lot of fun and also right up your alley.
Yeah. Okay, it's on the list. It's on the list. Hurdy-gurdy hype. I like hurdy-gurdies, but like, there's only like 2 songs that exist on the internet with hurdy-gurdies.
Yeah, which is kind of weird because any song written for a bagpipe also works for a hurdy-gurdy.
What was it? That was actually my favorite part about Sea of Thieves. It was just rolling around playing the hurdy-gurdy. But it's very strange. That's an interesting... Actually, I think that was probably the best part of Sea of Thieves, just in general, was the playing music with your friends. It doesn't make any sense. But, like, that was way more interesting than just, like, having a dramatic scored music, I feel like. When all the players have to add their own music and they kind of change the... control and dictate the flow of the game.
Yeah.
It was a really cool concept.
I agree.
But there's also just not a lot in that game, and so like it was not hard to overshadow the rest of it.
I still like the Griffin McElroy banana meme that they put in there.
Oh, I missed it. Did someone bite a banana in half?
There's a skeleton on one of the islands that it'll just like spawn in an island randomly, and it's like it's laying in the sand and its belly is filled with bananas.
Gotcha. Okay. Decepticon. Did you already suggest a kobold, or is this a new idea that you haven't posted this week? I think I got an idea. One a week. One a week is what everybody gets. If you haven't posted one yet, we can draw your goblin with a mech.
Yeah.
Died Steve, hello, welcome in.
If everybody had unlimited numbers of suggestions every week, then we'd never get through them all.
Yeah. $8. $8 for unlimited suggestions. Oof. Topical, depressing. First Twitter's gonna die, and then Twitch is gonna die, and then YouTube will reign supreme. And the fast food wars will begin. Doesn't know how to use the shells. Sorry. That was a meme for all the old guys out there. Old people. Please don't. I would buy that nonetheless. I can't believe you won't spend an eternity of infinite suggestions. You have no shame. I mean, that's kind of where my life is right now. Mimicry. My life is already infinite. It would just be infinite stuff on top of the infinite stuff I have to draw. So, I feel like I would be charging people money and nothing would change. Turn it into a raffle system. That's what we do. Who's got ticket 35? Does anybody have ticket 35? All right, what are we drawing? You've also won a cake. I really should look up what a hurdy-gurdy looks like. Raffle sounds fun. Man, raffles are complicated on YouTube. Hurdy-gurdy is apparently a video game? I might have spelled it wrong. But the fact that shows up more than the actual instrument is not promising.
Mm.
The medieval wheel instrument. I actually like the shape of this a lot better. Like a teardrop loot. You should, because that is not a hurdy-gurdy. I can't. I mean, am I getting hurdy-gurdy shamed now? Is that what's going on?
I mean, as I'm looking at hurdy-gurdies, like legit hurdy-gurdies on Google, there are not really a lot of standard shapes.
All I'm saying, any instrument you got a crank, I don't know if I'm into it. No, I really do like the hurdy-gurdies. I really like ragtime music. Not like to the point where I will seek out and listen to like hours of it, but Song of Storms, that's one of the jams. Real good.
Does that count as ragtime?
It's in the cadence.
Interesting.
I mean, it's in 3/4 time.
Right.
And it follows the umpapa, I think. I think it is. Maybe I'm thinking it wrong now.
Maybe. I don't know. I've never been 100% clear on what ragtime is exactly. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do.
I used to go around at the university and try to find the buildings with the best acoustics to whistle into. And that was a good song to just like whistle around in big empty buildings.
You were one of those assholes, I see.
Hello, peoples.
Welcome back.
Hello.
How long has the stream been going on?
Not long.
Maybe 20 minutes.
Okay.
As per usual, my warm-up has turned into a full-on serious render of a Mashiko boy. So,
Have you thought about speed painting
uh,
as an exercise?
yes, but also that seems stressful.
Well, I mean, it starts out stressful, yes, but the idea is that you're supposed to stop. Like that's really what speed painting is training you to do.
Yeah.
Is to be able to just put something down and be like, "Yep, that's all the time I had. Okay, moving on."
Yeah. I still occasionally, I haven't done it in a while, so maybe I should start doing it again, but I did timed figure drawing, gesture drawings with that and automatic drawing.
Copyright struck by Ganondorf. Yep, probably. It reminds me of an anime. Yeah, I mean the Chingwas are, I think, directly inspired by the Princess Mononoke movie.
Yeah.
100%. I would believe
the
that.
The little Kodamas.
Yeah.
Which I love.
I like the little chittery noises. I have a frog that does it. Hold on, let's see if I can find it. Where's my frog, cat?
Cat probably destroyed it.
They did destroy the little handle for it. What the? Whoop. Okay. Where's my frog? Don't make me get the ocarina out. He hates it. Well, my frog is gone. There he is. Hold on a second.
Excuse me. I'm so tired already.
I don't know if Discord picked that up or not, but probably didn't.
No.
I know. Yeah.
Maybe if I go farther away from the microphone. I like it. I like that noise. It's got a little bit of that like sound, which is not pleasant, but I dig it. They're like little tourist trap frogs you can get everywhere. I think they're great. There's actually a musical instrument you can buy that is legit that sound. It's literally just a little wooden box with ridges on the top. Mine looks like a frog though, So extra special. Comes with a stick.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's just inherently better.
Mm-hmm. Not easy being green. What was that sound? Yeah, it's a frog chirp. I actually don't know what the instrument is called. But it looks like this. It do look like this if anybody is interested and can figure it out. A chirp block, maybe, I would guess. Can't you also make similar sounds like that with spoons? You can make clickety-clack noises with spoons. If you play the spoons. Which I can do that too, I guess, but I don't have any spoons on me. I feel like this little guy needs like a leaf cape or something. He's a bard. I also like the idea that he's super tiny.
So, quick Googling says the frog instrument is like Guerrero. It's
Okay.
from Puerto Rico.
Sure.
And so, but there's like an actual name brand frog percussion instrument.
Interesting.
It's like there's like a specific company that like specializes in like apparently wooden percussion instruments, and they supply them to all the classrooms.
Very cool.
That doesn't surprise me, actually.
It's called the Guerrero. Yeah, neat. A scarf, maybe? Yeah, we could do like a little scarf. Now I'm rendering, and I don't want to be rendering.
Yeah, I'm a bad influence.
It's just when a character's body is one solid color.
Yeah.
It's like really the only thing you can do is kind of cut into it to give it good detail and texture. Okay, there we go. I think that's good. I think that's good for this little guy. Woo! He's got a little cape, little branches sticking out of his head. Any way the wind blows. All right. Actually, wasn't sure where that song was going. That was funny. So what song is this? You're making me feel old. No more Buffalo Springfield. Wait, what? You're talking? Is that like with the wood blocks? All right. Here we go. I think it's time for the next one. I think that's a good stopping point for that character. It's a good character though. I like that idea.
Conan the Barbarian? Like a remake?
What? Like, yeah, is it a remake or are they just re-releasing it in theaters for fun? Is it like the 20th, 50th anniversary or something?
That might be the case. I always spell Conan wrong. I don't know why. It's a weird word for me.
Isn't it just two
Yeah,
N's?
Yeah, it's two N's, but I only think there's one N.
Gotcha. I'm Conan. Conan Farrell. I've lost my list again. How do I keep doing this? Oh, because I opened the tabs. That's what happens. I looked up a hurdy-gurdy and I lost the tab. I found it. Hurrah! Alright, 8. Goblin wizard whose spellbook looks way too big for his feeble body to carry. I swear we've drawn this before, but I like it.
Oh.
Everything's blending together. 40th anniversary. All right. Dang it, I think I just drew the goblin from Harry Potter.
Yes.
Okay, so it looks like they're re-releasing it.
Yeah.
The old one.
Yeah, sorry, JRR said that. I should have repeated it for the 40th anniversary.
Caught up in reading a blurb about when Jason Momoa played Conan.
Did he?
Yeah, in the 2011 one.
Have we made it in 2011?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my good gracious.
And he
It
said
was
a flaming pile of shit.
That's probably why I didn't see it.
it wasn't that bad.
That was Jason's words for it. He did not like it. It's like, I needed the money, bro.
We've all done things. Paycheck's a paycheck.
Yep.
Dang it.
And I am quite sure it is about the same level of camp as the first Conan, so
Well, I feel like they try to make it serious, and then it's just like,
Defeats the point.
yeah.
Did you guys ever see what was the name? There was a very short-lived Adult Swim Conan wannabe show, and I think it was made by the guys that made Metalopolis. I can't say it. Metalocalypse. It's like Hrothgar or something.
Oh.
I think I remember seeing commercials for it, but I generally have never consistently watched Adult Swim, so I don't think I ever saw an episode.
I think the only thing coming to my mind, and I know it's not what you're talking about, is Primal.
No, yeah, that's different. Bri, hello. Thank you for the $20. We're drawing a goblin with a giant spellbook right now, so welcome on in. Hope your day is going well.
Are you still a giant spellbook?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be massive. What kind of hair would a wizard goblin have?
Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders hair? Why?
I don't know. Just because I figure like goblin hair would be wild anyway, and Bernie Sanders hair is pretty wild, and then goblins are often portrayed bald or balding. I don't know.
Another direction in a similar vein, Doc Brown from Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Okay. So just like super wild on the outside.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
we knew that.
Albert Einstein, that shit.
Great Scott.
You're great, not. That epic rap battle of history is still one of my favorites.
Apparently they're giving chances to snow where I live. I was like,
Nice.
it's kind of crazy because we were having like 80-degree Fahrenheit heat like for the past like 2 weeks, and now it's like snow.
My brain is broken when it comes to that because, like, in Idaho, it's so dry there that when it gets cold and then you can like smell the moisture in the air, you're like, ah, shit, it's gonna snow. But here it gets below 40 degrees and that's what it smells like. I'll go outside and be like, oh god, it's gonna snow today. I'm like, no, it's not. It's probably not. It's probably not gonna snow.
No. Air
Yeah.
too warm.
So it's just like it's hard coded in my head wrong for this location.
We have something similar where we can smell rain coming. So I feel like it's in a similar vein
Mm-hmm.
because where we'll have go through like long periods of like really dry weather, and then like you go outside and you can start smelling like essentially it smells like dust. What rain smells like because it's starting to kick
Yeah.
up all the settled dust and pollen in the air.
Apparently that like fresh cut grass and like rain smell is bacteria activating. Which is kind of scary. Korgath of Barbaria. There we go, yeah. I think they only made like 3 episodes of that. But it's pretty gruesome. I served a church mission in Idaho. I'm sorry. I hope you had some semblance of fun there. I love Idaho, but I never ever want to go back to the city. That took a depressing turn, sorry.
That's okay. I'm just focused on trying to get this done.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Discord chat is closed. There we go. Okay. Wish I could watch today, but oh yeah, it's moving day. Okay. I'm missing it. We're good. Someone asked yesterday, what's like your favorite magical crafted item? I completely forgot about the Book of Ireball. It's very dry. Comes to mind as fresh cut grass. It's critical role. It's good. It's a good one. Yeah, the Book of Ireball is. It appears to be a spell with a book that has a free use of the Fireball spell once per day, which sounds amazing. But it's a cursed item, and it actually says, because it's written poorly, so it's easy to misinterpret. It actually says Book of Ireball, and when you cast it, it instead of casting it at the location, it casts at the book, so it always blows you up. And the joke is that anybody that is hit by this fireball immediately draws your ire, which the DM can interpret however they want. But it's always been funny to me to just piss off the party because like, I've got this, and then you just blow up the party. And like, God damn it. Why? It was made by a goblin pyromancer who is no longer around. For obvious reasons. Book of Fireball. I've seen so many people's faces light up when you tell them that they found a book that allows them to cast Fireball once a day. They're just like, it's like, yes, yeah, use that. Don't look at it more closely. Just use it.
Yes, that's the response I wanted.
Also, saying that you've drawn the ire of everybody around you just scares the shit out of people, which is great. It's like, what does that mean? It's like, they're not happy. They're not happy at all. Best part of Book Goblin, no legs. Right? Yeah. Didn't have to draw feet today. It's pretty good. Unless he's got like his feet propped up on the book. Rose Goblin feet.
That's the OnlyFans page you should make.
I was just thinking about that, and I was like, I got really mad at myself a long time ago because I could not draw feet, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking learn how to draw feet, and that turned into me drawing feet in my sketchbook for like a month, and I was just like, no one can ever find this book. Like, there's no one understood. But now I can draw feet pretty well now. I'm pretty happy with it. I can draw hands pretty well too when they're just by themselves. But it turns out drawing hands and feet separately does not help you incorporate. I mean, it probably does help, but like, I always feel like when I have to draw feet or hands, I just don't know how to do it. But then when I'm like, can I draw a hand? Yeah, I can draw a hand. Can I draw feet? Absolutely. And I put it on the character, and it's like, shit. Possible.
I think some of the difficulty you often experience drawing faces as well probably comes from the fact that you draw so many owl masks instead of faces.
Yep. Well, see, that's the other side of it, right? Like I drew all these things to get better at it, but I also just shortcut because I don't want to. Like, I like this. Yeah. I'm not going to draw faces, and I suffer for it. So
yeah,
definitely need to do both. You'll focus on the things you love, and it's okay to circumvent the things you don't want to draw. But you need to practice them eventually. Your goblin looks like an evil Christmas elf. I'm okay with that. It's levitation, Holmes. This book is called like 101 Ways to Burn Your Friends. Kevin the Necromancer guest starred in our game last night, our D&D game. And he's like, okay, here's my idea. I want to play a character that's full of spiders. I was like, excuse me? Like, the character is spiders? Like, no, he's a regular character, but at the end of the night, whenever you're done, just have me explode into spiders. And I was like, all right. It was pretty fun. Not a bad way for everyone one-shot character to just have them have a curse that will kill them by the end of the session. Alright, there's the book goblin. It looks like he's coming out of the book. It's kind of creepy. Maybe a gremlin? It could be a gremlin. Number 1 may shock you? What? Oh. 101 ways to burn your friends. Number 1 may shock you. It's electricity. Did you know? I instantly downvote any short or TikTok that starts with, did you know? Because they're all just like, hey, I took this clip from this movie and I will tell you how the movie goes. And it's like, that's not... Stop it. Did you know that in Ghostbusters, they hunt ghosts with science? It's like, get the hell out of here. Thanks for bearing with my suggestion. No, I like it. It's a good suggestion. I hope I did an okay job with it. Because I didn't really draw much of a goblin. I just drew a big book. Maybe we should put something on the book. Whew. It's the wheel of time. Boom.
Wheel weaves as the wheel wills.
Wheel. How's it
Sorry,
going?
that's
It's going pretty good. Is that
was
actually
a
from...
quote. That was a quote from the book series, yeah.
Nice. A troll,
realized-
rune child,
yeah.
sorcerer. What is a rune child? Is that the... Sorry.
That's Gilmore.
Oh, okay.
It's critical role subclass.
Whose body collects the store's arcane energy in the form of natural runes. So it's like the tattoo wizard? Sorcerer?
Kinda.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's very. It's a pretty defensive oriented sorcerer.
I dig it. Plus trolls are great.
Those are a lot of fun.
Great gerblins. That guy was stealing the root beer barrels. Are we talking Pathfinder troll or Warcraft troll? That's the real question.
I would probably assume Warcraft.
Corvus, did you say they're a defensive magic build? Is that what you said?
That is what you
Yeah.
said.
Okay.
They get kind of like an expanded spell list, like so as they level up, they can change out some of their spells that they would get for like abjuration, transmutation, and there's another one that they get access to.
Typos, am I right? Can we see a snake lady? I mean, we can put a snake lady on the list if you want. What would that be? Yanti Pureblood. Yanti Snake Lady. We need a class. If you don't have a class, S-Muse, we can, just a little cleavage poking up behind the book. I missed that one. I missed that chat, sorry. It's one of the magic pop-up books. There. I feel like I should probably read The Wheel of Time.
I don't actually recommend it.
Hmm.
I've read the whole series. It was fine. I mostly enjoyed it, but it's kind of frustrating.
I was talking to somebody about it, and we were talking about just fantasy books and books in general.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, the last series I read was The Expanse, and they're like, oh, that's way better. I was like, okay, like those aren't related in any way. But they're like, no, like just you're fine. I was like, all right, so you're the second person to tell me not to read The Wheel of Time, so maybe I shouldn't.
Like it's fine if you are looking for something new to read, then I'd say go for it. But like, if you are wanting to read it because of any amount of hype or because people have told you that it's great, I would steer clear of it.
The people that I talk to about it really like it, like really like the series, and they love talking about it. But then when I'm like, oh, interesting, maybe I'll check it out, they've given me a like, you don't really need to read it. I'm like, but you'd like it. Like, I guess I kind of do that same thing with like Blade Runner. Yeah, I really love Blade Runner, but I don't watch it. Like, unless you really want to sit down and just be sad for 2 hours. Yeah. Yeah.
The reason people have this response with the Wheel of Time is specifically because it is very, very frustrating to read, because every single there are like 7 main characters, and every single one of them thinks that they're right all the time and does not talk to or share information with anybody else.
That is super frustrating, yeah.
Yeah. Despite the fact that they are all actually important, and they're like all supposedly trying to do roughly the same thing, and that they want to protect the world and not get destroyed by the devil, who is slowly poisoning and consuming the world. And so it's just it's just really frustrating because nobody cooperates. So that is specifically the reason why everybody says maybe don't.
It's one of my least favorite tropes, like the zombie, like getting bit by a zombie, don't tell anybody.
Yeah,
like, oh, I can save everyone, but I'm just not gonna tell anybody. It's like, just fucking talk to each other, people. Like, that's the biggest advice I can give in life, is like, talk to people.
Yes.
Communication is key for everything in life.
Literally everything. It's oh, what's your secret? It's like, words. Use words. Words mean things. Say things. See something, say something. I don't care how like batshit banana it seems. If you and I are in the forest and you're like, did you just see that giant owl man walk behind us? I'm going to be like, excuse me? And then I'm going to be like, thank you for telling me about the owl man, because that's something I should probably also be looking out for. Like, that's legit. I want to know these things. Good book club, unfortunately. Gotcha. Orc farmer taking care of his abyssal chickens. Yes, they are planted. Are abyssal chickens planted? I think we talked about this last week, or maybe you suggested this last week. I can put the orc farmer on the list for sure. It's a thing, and it's funny as heck. I didn't know they were planted.
Right, one acid-colored mic and it done. Only took me an hour.
You got this.
Snake Lady, all I'm getting right now is the whole Brandon Lee Mulligan Snoke fiasco. That was pretty funny. I saw that. That was pretty great. Hang out with the Owlman sounds great, though. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, you got to make those decisions, right? Like, you need to be informed. That's the big thing. You need to be informed.
Okay, so what am I rolling?
D12? Yes, D12.
D12. Okay.
Most aesthetically pleasing of the dice.
I do like the D12.
They are nice. A 4.
Oh, whoops. You're drawing bracket. I think I just accidentally forgot to delete that one.
There, done.
You got it. Nailed it. All right. Reborn Owlin Barbarian with clockwork parts in its chest. The magical item to power everything like Iron Man.
That sounds very familiar to me. Did we do that one Wednesday?
I don't know.
Reborn Owlin Barbarian with clockwork parts in its chest.
Yep. Wields Corpse Slayer Great Axe based off of a fish. A fish and owl. Yeah, that does sound really familiar. Is that the last one we drew? I feel like I have a spreadsheet of all the things that we did instead of all the things we didn't do, which doesn't make sense because that's not how this works.
I don't see it. I don't think it did get drawn, but maybe at least we talked about it.
We might have talked about it. Oh, it was.
May got suggested. It's during the chat.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
I have it marked here as one of them that was suggested in the chat, so we did. I had to add that.
So my old man brain is just absolutely fucking me right now.
Is he even reading chat? Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to do 3 things. So, I prefer Mothman. Mothman's great. What did I miss reading? I guess is my question. What did I miss that's important? If I missed something, please let me know. Okay. Trolls!
The dungeon.
Troll? There's a troll in the dungeon. Stupid man.
I just thought you would like to know. Collapses.
What a bunch of inept people in that story. The teachers are just so useless. I really like Harry Potter.
I did enjoy it. I can't go back to it.
I don't think you need to. Will I ever read it again? Not probably by myself. I have like kids that want to read it maybe, but I'm not gonna sit down and read it again. But it was good when I read it. I still haven't seen the last 2 movies.
The last 2 movies that were the last book split into 2 movies.
Yeah. I never watched them. I read the books and I was like, it's fine. I'm just gonna leave it like that.
Yeah.
Not a lot, just nice talking to you. That's nice, thank you. I have suggested the Reborn Ellen before, but I did toss it in chat on Wednesday. Yeah, Dicey, but I think that's what happened. I think we talked about it when I wrote it down. Finally made it to a stream, one of these. Nice. Crutch, hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. I want to make this guy look sorcery, but I feel like if you're a star child and the runes are your thing, or whatever the hell, that's right? I think I said that right.
Yeah.
Rune Child.
Rune child, there we go. Star child. I feel like you want to show that off.
Yeah, they do glow when you like use your sorcery points.
That's pretty awesome.
Like, eventually, how's it? Yeah, so if you have like 3 runes charged, you have them glow, and then if you have add 5 more, it's like the radius increases. So
How many do you get?
Uh,
Like, can you add more, or is it just based on your...
So
character?
you start with 1 essence rune. That's what the little gimmick is called, and you gain an additional rune whenever you level up in the class.
Okay.
So max 20. And when they're like automatically inert at the beginning of the day, but every time you use a sorcery point, you can, like, for mana magic or anything, it activates 1.
Yeah. I tend to just not read the meme chats. That's really the thing, the whole trick to it. So if you want to have me read something on stream, it's just not meme related. Just started in a campaign last night as a player for the first time in years. Last night it felt super good to be on the other side of the DM screen. Yeah, longtime DMs. It gets tiring. It's nice to play sometimes. Like it is a different thing. At the same time, sometimes people that are players should try it just to do a one shot. Like it helps you understand the game a little bit. I think so. Really fun.
I'm very much looking forward to not having to GM Pathfinder 2nd Edition this weekend.
Yep. One thing that annoys me about Harry Potter is that it do as much British mythology as I think it should. It didn't. Did mostly Greek. Oh, it didn't do as much. British mythology is weird. A lot of it's just stolen from other places. But whatever.
Well, it's fairies.
Yeah. That's true. There could have been a lot more fairies in there. I agree with that.
What?
Yeah,
most of British culture is just stolen from other cultures? Really?
Yeah, that was a joke.
I've never heard such a thing about white people.
Being a forever DM subs. Oh, I love being a DM, but it's so good to get back in touch with the player side. Yep, I agree. Didn't do as much. Yeah, okay. I kind of figured that was what you're saying. Love to be able to play. Yeah, D&D that's like the first boss, right? It's just trying to get the games together and then making sure everyone's what they want to do. Get a big old mage fist in here. I cast Punch. 2 best cantrips in the game. Sword and Punch. I'm going to make that battle wizard one of these days.
Yeah, ostensibly that is accurate.
Maybe Battle Axe? Battle Axe might be a better cantrip.
Maybe. Rage is probably one of the most effective first level spells.
I would like to rage. There's a lot of cool Blood Rager spells that like let you have more rage, which I really like. I appreciate that. I would like to use my magical energy to stay angry. I feel like this guy should have something funny written on his knuckles. Stick this in your spell slots. Alka Punch. So like Alchemy Punch. Being a forever DM and having changing to play characters again makes you for some reason be able to be evil. Be a monstrous right way. What's this? Oh, I see. So it helps people understand playing evil races. That makes sense. Or not races, but like evil characters in general. Because you have to be the bad guy. There's this weird thing that I noticed last night while we were playing, because I'm playing with some people that are fairly new to D&D. Is it's just like any hostility is taken as like, oh, this is a bad thing, I should fight it. And it's like, no. Like, people can just be mad at you and not want you dead. Like that,
yeah.
like
Yeah,
internet. It's like, so that was something interesting I kind of ran into. And I do think part of that is, like, you kind of figure that stuff out when you DM more, is you have to understand how people will react to different situations. It's like, yeah, why is this guy being such a dick? Well, he's a dick. That's what I wanted you guys to understand, so you don't trust him. They're like, but he's a good guy. It's like, maybe. You don't know. He could be. He could also just be a dick.
Yeah. Or why is this guy such a dick? I don't know. Why were you such a dick to him first?
The details are crazy. Thank you, S-Muse. Currently playing a Reborn Human Gunslinger Wizard combo. Ooh, wow. Reborn Human Gunslinger Wizard combo. Okay. With a right arm bandit with arcane gunpowder. Bonded with excellent Tinker Mind. It's a blast. Like, you're trying to make like an alchemical Mega Man? Because that sounds amazing. Just looks like it's got a gun arm. I like that. Sometimes it's so hard to make a player understand that when you make fun of someone, maybe they won't be friendly to you. Yeah, but I mean, I think that's fair. I think that's a fair way to look at it. I can appreciate the tattoos. The first, you should have tattoos. The fist should have tattoos. Yeah. I think this one needs like a big rune on it. For sure. For sure. Maybe we'll just put a big old. I like the G, the spiral G. It's good. Good and powerful, legible. So beef. I'm always torn between trolls that are just like super cut and trolls that are kind of gnarly. It's like, if they're just getting hurt and like regrowing all the time, it probably doesn't always regrow exactly the right way.
I tend towards kind of gnarly, just because otherwise my trolls and orcs are way too similar.
Kind of like the idea that like trolls can be scarred and it just takes a while to fully heal up. Versus like Wolverine that's just like impeccable all the time. Maybe they forget that there's an arrow stuck in them. It's like, yeah, whatever. You got an arrow in you, Oh.
There's an arrow in your butt.
It'll work its way out. Did everybody, when they were younger, know a kid who had a BB stuck under their skin?
No.
Okay. I knew, I think, 2 or 3 kids that did, so, you know, it's weird that it happened more than once.
Mm.
I don't know why Wizards didn't add Abyssal Lineage Tieflings in 5e. Did they not? I think, because Tieflings just can start with Abyssal as a language. So, I think the original ones are.
Yeah, no, there's no, like, official, like, Abyssal subgroup for them.
Huh. That seems
At least
weird.
not right now. They will be in the new iteration.
Gotcha. The shotgun and the arcane focus and all the spells are bullets crafted with the arcane gunpowder. Nice. Still have one stuck on my left knee. Okay, see, there you go. The path to a good monstrous troll physique is to account for the lifestyle of tons of method sticker force. I mean, I don't agree with that, but that's definitely an image. Just spindly and wiry, I guess. The trolls in D&D look real gnarly. The Pathfinder trolls, I think, might be worse, but because they have that weird, like, floppy head.
Yeah.
Like, massive, ridiculous underbite.
Just like gooey sock puppets, yeah. Like, what if you glue a bunch of teeth to a sock? That's a troll.
Yep. Vaguely porcine.
I played once a big buff fire genasi. Use fire weapons to fight, flamethrowers, alchemist fire. I like that. Flame blade. War crime weapons. Oh no. But he had a heart of gold. Man, the dichotomy of that just breaks my brain a little bit. My character loves to torture people, but he's so nice. It's like, I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah.
Those are exclusive.
Yeah, those are exclusive things. Yeah, he's got an arrow stuck in him. He doesn't care. It's part of the aesthetic now. I think I'm gonna stop that one there. That's a lot of tattoos on a nice troll. I could give him. He's a sorcerer though, so I could give him like a cool belt or something. I don't feel like I need to. Big old baggy pants. Make him look like the dude from Street Fighter. Blanca. Is that right?
I think so. If you're talking about the guy that can cover himself in electricity
Yeah.
and has Sonic the Hedgehog hair.
Yep, that's it. Okay. We're gonna stop it there. That's an excellent WoW style troll guy. I like the WoW trolls. They look great.
When you said gives them like vaguely porcine features for trolls, I was thinking, so orcs are now going to be European boars, and trolls are now javelinas. In my mind.
What is a sea spawn? Oh boy, that's terrifying.
Yeah, they're pretty gross. That's what steps forward on the ship.
That's what's. Wait, what? That's what stabs forward on the ship? What are you talking about?
Yeah. In campaign 2 of Critical Role, they're
stabs
through.
forward. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said that's what
forward.
stabs forward, and I was like, what? There's no context clues in that sentence. Wow, these are terrifying. Okay, so it's like fish zombies. Essentially any of the crew members on Pirates of the Caribbean.
Davy Jones.
Yeah. Alright. Sea spawn. What am I drawing here? Sea spawn rogue. Desperately trying to act like a land person. I like it. Blanca's the green zappy dude. Yep. All right, here we go. You've drawn that Owlin, much more like the Owlin probably looked than I would have done. I would have drawn an Aarakocra, I think.
I mean, owlins are just
They're just owls.
Owlins are just the gnome version of Aarakocra, really.
All cousins. Small woodland Aarakocra.
Just a tiny little owl, just a little guy. They replaced my heart with gears and glass. Now I have no compulsions not to fuck you up.
Oh no. I got dark fast.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go watch the movies with my niece and nephews for about an hour. Enjoy, have fun.
Yeah, that sounds like great.
Cartoons!
I hope whoever's suggestion this was doesn't mind that I made this guy this person a samurai.
Samurai, robot samurai owl.
Yep. I did it because I like the baggy pants. They mean I don't have to draw the complicated legs.
Aarakocra are jealous of Owlins because of their nice hooters.
Fuck you.
Oh god, get out of here. He's got like sunscreen on his nose. Like a life jacket. I hate the water. Don't go near the ocean, it will kill you. I don't know what I'm doing with this picture.
Yeah, me neither.
How are you today? Oniz, I'm doing pretty good. How are you? I mean, he could be a samurai. He just doesn't remember. Ocean Man! I remember Ocean Man. Ocean Man's good. Oh man, these get real creepy.
Sea spawn?
Yeah. Ooh, sea hag. Not fun. Not fun. Go back. Not where I meant to be.
I love a sea hag. Such a fun encounter to run. Especially when nobody's prepared. Water breathing.
That's not appropriate. That's a TPK right there, is what that is. And I see we have 5 barbarians, and we're gonna start at the bottom of the ocean. Why have you done this? Why have you done this to us? You guys should have been wizards.
They got 5 rounds of water breathing.
What did we figure it out in Pathfinder? It's like 10 minutes or something of breathable air.
Not quite
It feels
that
like a
much.
lot.
It's a lot.
It's several minutes.
It's 5 plus your con modifier number of rounds, I believe.
Yeah. And then if you have a air bladder, you can like take a guff of air.
Okay.
Yeah, which doubles it basically.
That
and an
feels more appropriate.
Yeah, and an air bladder costs what? 15 gold?
It's like a
20
silver.
gold?
Yeah, that's pretty cheap.
Super cheap.
Yeah, it's like a silver.
Is this a monster stream, right? Sure, it is now. All things D&D. Here we go. Yeah, if people want to suggest monsters, that's fine. Monster races are great. Go watch my videos.
Yeah, we've drawn Thri-Kreen characters, Minotaur characters.
Horse demons. Spiders.
Yep.
Spider eels. I don't like drawing those, though, so...
We've only ever drawn one, though.
Yeah, I did not enjoy it.
It's just the most prominent one of last week's Wednesday's monsters. That's all.
Just did a troll.
Yeah, we did just draw a troll.
I'm always drawing myconids, which I know are not like technically monster races, but I mean if you draw them right.
I draw my myconids much differently. So your con mod's 3. You can breathe for 3 minutes. That's what it used to be. I think it is different. I think now it's rounds instead of minutes, but... Holding your breath underwater rules are also rules for heroic characters, because adventurers are probably amazing shape. Yeah, that's true. And they have like destiny on their side. Horrendous horse spiders is my new favorite sleep paralysis demon. Me too. Me too.
I think that rules for holding your breath underwater in D&D are still more realistic than the ones for in Monster Hunter.
I like how this is kind of some fun lore. World of Warcraft used to be like you had like 15 seconds or something to hold your breath, and then it was changed to like 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And the undead could hold their breath for like 3 minutes. Because it's like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, they're undead. That's great. I like it. And then eventually people got pissed off about it. Not like complaining. They're just like, man, being underwater sucks in this game and I hate it. And Blizzard was like, all right, everyone can hold their breath for 3 minutes. It's like, well, what about the undead? It's like, damn it. just let them not have to breathe. I think that's totally fine. If you're a construct, just don't breathe.
I agree.
It was very confusing. Like, why do they even need to breathe underwater? They're dead.
Yeah. That was one of my best PvP moments in World of Warcraft. People are probably still dicks. I just don't PvP anymore. I was leveling a character, and these people were basically chasing me around, mind controlling me, and making me go into the water. And trying to drown my character by just chain mind controlling me. And so what I did is I every time they did that, I would swim deeper. And so they thought they were winning, but then when I got to the bottom, because I'd leveled up engineering, I just put on a deep dive helmet so I didn't have to breathe anymore. And then all of a sudden they started realizing that they were running out of breath. And then I started mind controlling them and fearing them and like just stalling their characters out, and 2 of them died. And I was like, I am invincible. And then they just started killing me because they lost the plot. But it is funny. It's funny. PvP in that game is toxic as hell.
How dare you do the thing that we were doing to you?
Yeah. It felt so vindicating. It's like, yes, take that. I ain't some normal noob.
Oh, I was there at the beginning.
I've been here since beta.
The Bane quote.
I was born in this. He's got like a shirt, but there's like spines sticking out of it. Just got barnacles all over.
Barnacle boy.
It's somewhere between that and my other fun WoW story is playing a shaman is really fun because they're one of the few classes that at the time had a purge where you could like get rid of people's spells. And so this guy ran up to one of the PvP spots and tried to escape by jumping off a cliff and then casting Featherfall on themselves. And I was just like, I'm not gonna let that fly. So I ran and jumped off the cliff and purged their Featherfall. So we both fell to our death. But then since I was a shaman, I could just revive myself. And I was just like, ha 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 ha, and just ran. It's so stupid. Like, this is like, it's so pointless. PvP in that game is bonkers. I know this isn't an official race or anything, but there's a suggestion. A Marrow Fathomless Warlock or Zealot Barbarian who worships an Abyssal Demon? Either are neat and of your choice. I don't know what either of those are. Be a damn fear. Yeah, that would work too.
Marrow
Yuki, hello.
They're another aquatic creature.
More undead water things. I will put it on the list.
They're more like evil, demonic-looking mermaids.
Okay. Is that something that used to be in an older edition, or is it just like a mermaid variant?
No, it's just a monster that you can fight.
Oh, okay. The name sounds familiar for a monster.
They look like wild Nagas,
Gotcha. Okay.
but with just like the tail ends with a fish tail.
Gotcha.
That's processing. That's what they look like.
Basically a mermaid if it is in the monster manual. Understood. I understand. That sounds awesome. I don't see it. Am I not in the voice channel chat? I'm in the general chat? Oh my good God. How long have I been in the general chat?
The whole time.
I was there, Gandalf. That's pretty cool looking. I like that. I like that a lot.
Oh. They were merfolk who were transformed by Demogorgon.
Interesting. Transform them into more fish?
Well, so they were just like normal merfolk, and then they started worshiping Demogorgon, and so he like made them more monstrous.
Gotcha. I have a joke for this character. I gotta finish it first before I make the joke.
Clockwork stuff is complicated. That's as much as I'm willing to do.
That's actually quite a bit, especially in Aggie.
I'm actually really proud of all of that. I would not be able to do clockwork stuff nearly as well if I didn't follow a YouTube channel called Wristwatch Revival, where a guy refurbishes old watches and tries to make them work.
I like that kind of stuff. Like, that kind of content is great. You
Yeah.
can learn quite a bit from it, just like exposing yourself to that kind of mechanical tinkering and just seeing how things function is be really beneficial.
Yeah, totally. All right. Still rolling a d12.
Yeah.
Yuki's asking if you're still taking suggestions.
Oh, we are still taking suggestions, yeah.
Rolled an 8.
An 8. Goblin mob boss mustachio is what I wrote down.
Okay.
Goblin mob boss with a mustache. I don't think
Yeah,
mustache
see?
is a class, but it's fine.
Being rogue.
Yeah, I think that's if you said mob boss with mustache, it's a rogue.
Okay. I'm going to take a bio break before I get started on that, so I'll be right back.
How many are still left? We have currently 11 on the list. I guess Druid just took one more, so 10 now. But yeah, we'll keep taking suggestions. Probably be around for another hour or two. One macchiato, please. That's how he's trying to blend in. He's just trying to buy coffee. That was my joke. All right. Mastermind rogue. You have a class, a race, anything to go with that? Or sorry, do you have a race to go with that? Mastermind. Oh, for the mob boss. Yeah, that makes sense.
Gotta keep all those contacts in line.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, I'm gonna roll the next one. La 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 la. I should get some green beans because they are amazing. Okay, back to this. Get the dice. Roll the dice. A glamour bard. I see him as an owl, whose personality is Fey. So we have a Fey glamour bard owl. I like it.
I do like the glamour bard.
Is that essentially just someone who dresses up fancy? Or is it supposed to be
Well,
like Masters of Disguise?
So it is basically like an enchantment bard. They get like a
Oh,
natural
spell
ability
glamours.
to.
Yep, okay.
So they get like a natural ability to like enthrall people
Ooh.
and charm them.
Well, is it charms or illusions? Like, do we count that as the same thing?
So illusions is illusion.
Yeah.
Then there's like charms that affect people's minds. So that's like what you're doing. You're kind of like,
Did you say I'm charming people?
yeah. Well, they describe it like
Give me all your
boy
money.
the boy band craze
Okay.
in a way. So like
Gotcha.
where just fans fawn over you and are enraptured by you.
Understand. Oh, interesting.
it actually makes like a better enchanter than like the wizard does, because when you use your charm ability, they don't know they're being charmed, and when it ends, they still don't know that it
Huh.
was you. It's like,
That is interesting. That seems very powerful.
yeah, I mean, you don't get into like, I think 10th level, but like wizards don't get that ability until like 14th. It's like he's using that stuff at 14th level.
Am I gonna have to make this Owl Folk Vogue?
Yes. Make him JoJo.
Or just give him big glam rock outfit.
Massive clams. Apparently, this mastermind rogue Mustachio has a cane sword. It's your choice if you want to add that or not.
Okay.
I really want to go like Kabuki. Can I get a Kabuki kimono in the chat?
I'm gonna.
Let me just get
Any
that out of my personal supply.
Any particular seasonal variant?
Oh god, there are seasonal variants? I know nothing. I know nothing.
I don't think that that's the proper terminology, but they do tend to dress in specific colors and patterns depending on the season.
Here's one.
Bum, 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 bum. You tried to get your character drawn, but it was me, Dio. Oh boy, that's not what I had expected.
You said Kabuki.
I
Kabuki.
I do not know what the hell I'm talking about, apparently.
Then do you mean geishas?
No. I guess I was thinking of like, maybe I was thinking of just a Tengu? I mean, that's just pretty traditional. I think I was thinking of a Tengu.
Yeah, I specifically thought you meant like Kabuki dolls.
Yeah.
What's a Kabuki doll look like? I just wanted a... Oh, wow, yeah, no, that's not what I was thinking. I was thinking of like a big poofy kimono. Which, I guess I don't know what I was thinking about. The Kabuki one's not bad. I think maybe the pose is just throwing me off.
Yeah. There's also these.
Because I did want... That's close to what I wanted. Yeah, that's more of what I was thinking about.
When you said poofy, I was like, okay, which is kind of like a thing of Kabuki, is the very extravagant costumes.
I keep doing this. I keep trying to use the eraser, but it's like I'm not making any transparency here. I can just use white. Just switch the paintbrush color. Go to town. No. More poof up here. He's got little owl ears. Black feathers ready to go on. Big old bow. Mentioning the JoJo pose, had that popped in my mind. A kabuki owl could be holding a porcelain mask or a fan with their bird feet. Would they just be standing on it then, or like holding it like a rugby? How would that work? Once again, I'm a big fan of feather hands. I think feather hands are great. You're telling me they can either evolve or magically gain the use of functional hips and like the ability to stand up straight, but they can't figure out fingers? Disagree. Disagree. I do like the idea of a mask. I'm gonna give him a mask. It's just like a dude. Instead of an owl mask, it's just a face.
Mask of a human face.
Mm-hmm.
So basically just V for Vendetta.
I suppose so. Do we ever get to see what he looks like under the mask?
I don't think so.
Anybody read the comics?
No.
If I remember right, he's just like horribly burned or horribly like... I can't remember if he's a super soldier type thing or...
I think he was part of a super soldier project and ended up basically tortured and mutilated. I could be wrong on that.
That sounds right.
But the burned beyond recognition kind of sounds familiar though, because his mask is like Guy Fawkes who try to blow up people.
How much mustache was this supposed to be?
I think it just said big mustache. And then I added like the mustachio thing. I think you're pretty free range to do whatever you want.
Okay.
Big Bobo mustache.
What's a Bobo mustache?
Never heard of Bobo?
I mean, that sounds familiar, but I can't put a picture.
Well, it's not really I guess it technically isn't a mustache. It's a weird, like early 2000s, maybe late 90s anime with a guy who attacks people with his nose hair.
That sounds more familiar.
Yeah, it was very weird. I never watched it. I just remembered like, the hell? Every time I saw a commercial, I'm like, I'm good.
When I think of like gangsters or mobsters, I prefer to think of like 1920s, 1950s, kind of like Rat Pack era mobsters.
Which is very not mustache.
Exactly.
What you got on your lip there, son? Yeah, no.
What they do would be a little pencil mustache.
Yeah, exactly.
Go get yourself a shave and a haircut.
There's a couple of extremely well-groomed mustaches, which I kind of really like for a goblin mob boss. I gotta work out this mouth first, because I want some gnarly teeth showing.
Full curly mustache is what the chat says. Full curly.
Hercule Poirot, huh?
Poirot mustache. Maybe League fans out there.
Does Heimerdinger have a mustache, or is it just a beard?
Heimerdinger does have a mustache, yeah. Brom is really the mustache character, though.
He has that like archetypical strongman mustache.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Circus freak. That always weirds me out, like thinking about that. Like anybody would come from the knots and teens to like a Gold's Gym and just be like, oh, the horrors! Why is that man so beefy? He's a monster. So funny. Can't handle this. I just can't handle this. I can't handle the beef.
Gives their women the vapors.
Some of the men, too.
Yeah.
I do declare.
Someone's done torn that man's shirt sleeves right off. You can see his whole boob.
That man lives every day in a bathing dress. Scandalous.
The old like workout. I don't know what I was watching, but they had a whole bunch of old, like the first gyms that were being opened, like fitness gyms.
Mm-hmm.
They were very funny. They were funny to watch. Because that was still the time when they were like, oh yeah, you can lose weight by just attaching a jiggly belt to your midsection.
Like getting vibrated.
Yep.
Just
shake the pain away.
Shake the fat right off.
Yes, the weird love handle machine.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I think I'm going to call that one there. That's a pretty good little owl. It's suggested, I read that wrong. It suggested that the Aarakocra were engineered by a progenitor avian race called the Arieri. Ari? There's a lot of E's in that word. Mostly vowels. Who also made Owlins and Kenku after nearly being destroyed by the Rise of Dragons. Oh, that's cool.
That says owlbears.
What? Oh, owlbears. Okay.
Not Owlin.
It would make more sense if it were the Owlin, but that's fine. Owlbears is good too. I like owlbears. Owlbear stout.
Owlbear man.
Alright, Orc Farmer. Bloop.
Demon chickens.
Demon chickens. I want to draw What's the old guy from Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Eustace?
Eustace, there we go. I couldn't remember the name. Miriam. Ooh, that dog. Like, just personified my anxiety.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
It is 1 o'clock. We should take a break. Have everyone stand up, stretch, go get a drink,
Do 20 push-ups.
do 20 push-ups if you can. Use the restroom. Maybe get a snack. I'm gonna get some green beans. So that sounds good. Bought a big bag of them, and I'm gonna eat them. Dang it! They always go bad before I can eat all of them. That's my goal. So let's do that. Let's take a quick break. Everyone, take 5. Such a good show. Everyone, take 5, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Hang tight. Hang tight. I've lost my mind here. I don't remember how to do anything all of a sudden. I figured it out. All right, you're back.
what you get for being too nice.
Yep. When you live in a community of assholes and you're the only nice person, everyone will take advantage of you.
Yep.
While
Just say
he,
no.
yeah, while he is very nice, he's also very Christian, and there are
What the hell are you
points
guys
where
talking
the
about?
Ned Flanders.
yeah, Flanders, Simpsons.
Okay.
Flanders is not always really nice. Sometimes he embodies some of the less nice parts of Christian culture. That's all.
Okay.
I was talking about how I saw the scene where he finally snaps and yells at everyone and locks himself into the psych ward.
Doodly diddly dang.
Yep.
It's a good scene. You are the most infuriating man I've ever met. Flying chickens are legitimately terrifying. I mean, are there chickens that can, like, fly? Not just flip-flap? Because flip-flap chicken is just flip-flap chicken. Yes. The owls are made by wizards named Larry Plotter. Alright.
There's a Billy and Mandy reference.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Larry Plotter and the Chamber Pot of Secrets.
I've got more suggestions. I have crackers in my mouth. Hold on. Is Billy and Mandy still on the air?
No,
Okay.
they
No.
actually ended.
Magma Genasi, Forge Domain Cleric, after she was shipwrecked. I think we have had that one suggested before, but I don't think it's been drawn yet, so that's cool.
Magma.
Taino? Irakokra? Looks like a rooster. Is that it says Puerto Rican native. Is that the character is Puerto Rican, or is that a type of bird in Puerto Rico? I don't know that word.
And I've heard the term.
Okay.
Yeah, so the Taino people are the natives of Puerto Rico.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. Actually, Puerto Rican natives. Gotcha,
Yes.
gotcha.
Fuck me.
Not-
Have I? Sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Finish.
If owlers could
no,
fly, they would make them better or worse. I think there would be.
I've made Goblin Waluigi.
I was like thinking, why does this color look familiar? Oh, Waluigi. I mean, if they could fly, it would probably make them less delicious.
Are owlbears delicious?
Oh, I thought we were still talking about chickens. Flying.
Oh, flying chickens. Did I misread that? Was the question if owlbears could fly or just chickens in general? If owlbears could fly, would that make them better or worse? I think that would make them better.
Well, wild chickens can fly.
Well, they can flap
Only
around.
short distances.
I don't count that as flying. Maybe I should. Maybe that's being flight ableist of me or something.
Wild chickens can fly well enough to get from tree to tree. They are.
But with that situation, then squirrels can also fly. Fight me.
No, because they can glide, or many of them can glide, because they cannot fly implies ability to increase under power of wings,
Wing power
not
flight.
just glide. Yeah.
Okay.
Like a wild chicken could flap its wings while on the ground and get up into a tree. A squirrel would have to climb up said tree.
Exactly. Chickens, yeah,
right.
undomesticated chickens
Alright.
are by their nature forest floor creatures. So they are built to live on the forest floor, but roost in low branches and kind of scrub.
I want to fight this more, but I think you guys have swayed me. I will concede. I will concede to bad at, but still considered like flight because it is wing powered. So
Like, would you consider a turkey be able to fly?
I mean, they can get in trees.
Well, wild turkeys can fly, like
Yeah,
properly fly. Just the domesticated ones that have forgotten how.
they're too fat. That's why.
I've never seen a flock of turkey.
Really?
Really?
Well, not like a flock of turkey flying somewhere.
Almost got decked in the head by one flying.
All right. Well, yep. Apparently not.
Couple of years ago, I had a flock of about I think it was 7 or 8 fly through my neighborhood. And they didn't make it like really far. They could only go maybe like a mile before they had to stop.
That surprised me.
But
Did not know that. Did not know.
yeah,
The more you know.
I've seen them like flutter out of places, but not up, up and away.
yeah. Like they also are scrub fowl, right? So they can fly to escape mostly, prefer to spend most of their time on the ground.
How's everybody doing in chat today? We got some people back after we ran an ad, which is funny. I went for a break, got some drinks and some crackers and some blueberries and beans.
Such an odd combo of food.
I just grabbed everything that was just in my fridge. Basically all my snack foods. I just put all my snack foods on a plate. Hello. Good to hear, Yuki. I made some like quick pickles of pickled onions and cucumbers. Yeah. Really good. I decided to throw my radishes in there because they were about to get freezer burned. They smell super weird. The pickling smells super weird, but everything tastes normal. So probably won't do that again. It smells radishy.
Radishes definitely have a unique smell.
Yeah. I really like radishes. Another one of those situations where I never eat them before they go bad, though. I want this big old orc just like looking at an abyssal chicken like, the fuck did I do here?
Why did I get in this business again?
You, sir, are not a chicken. Abyssal chickens barely look like chickens when they're not being weird. Wait, what do abyssal chicken heads look like? I can't remember. Do they split down the middle of the head or down the butt?
Down the butt.
I gotta draw one. Look like this, right? But instead of wings, they have giant mouth.
Abyssal chicken.
How does the head do?
Do you remember what shriekers look like?
No.
Okay. Never mind. Hang on. I'm getting you a picture.
Oh, I stopped the music. I'm sorry. Hold on a second.
Processing. There's your abyssal chicken.
Let's take a look at this. Oh my god. Was the abyssal chicken a homebrew thing, or did it actually exist before it got put in the book? I mean, like, was it originally canon, or was it homebrew that got added? That's my question.
I don't think it was homebrew. I think it's just a new creature they've made up. Because it came out in Volo's Guide.
Okay. Why don't it got no eyes? Abyssal chickens don't
Well,
have
that it
good
doesn't have to
references.
look at the abyss.
Came out in Baldur's Gate, not Bolos. Interesting.
Oh, yeah, there was a quote attributed to them by Volo, so I just assumed.
Gotcha.
You know what they say about what happens when you assume stuff.
You turn yourself into Volo.
You make an ass out of you, assumption.
See.
Official
Apparently
stats
has
were
one.
in Baldur's Gate and used in the game. Got it.
Yeah, so it has blind sight.
Alright.
There we go. I'm done with Waluigi Goblin.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Run the Brooklyn gang.
Let's see, how many more of these do I think I have in me?
Beep.
All right, Yuki. All right, I'll do it. Put a G on the hat.
Wait, why have a G on the hat? Thanks for making my D&D villain. No problem.
Okay, question though, is it a G or is it an upside down G?
I don't get the reference.
Mario has an M on his hat, Luigi
Oh.
has an L on his hat, Wario has a W on his hat, Waluigi has an upside down L on his hat.
I guess it would be a upside down. I mean, because there's no. Interesting. Yeah, I guess it'd be upside down. There you go. Orc farmer. Pick of the fresh abyssal chickens. Dip, 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 dip. Black.
Freshly plucked
Yep.
abyssal chickens.
Right out of the ground. But that would infer, you're right, that would infer that there's a right side up goblin somewhere. It's the same goblin, he's just got two hats and has a fake mustache.
Or one's a goblin PI, always trying to get dirt on the other one.
Spy versus spy style, is that what you're going for?
Yeah, why not?
Well, regardless, I will I will post both the version that I just saved without the G, upside down G on the hat, and this version. You can have both. Take them with my blessing.
Okay. Alright, that one's good. What time is it now? 4:15. We just took a break, so I'm doing alright. Probably do a few more of these. Rolling another d12. The list constantly grows. Magma Genasi Fire Domain Cleric. Magma Genasi. No. Yeah, Magma Genasi. Forge Domain Cleric. Okay. Alright.
What does a 4 get me?
A Dragonborn Rune Knight.
Dragonborn Rune Knight, okay. I can do that. I haven't drawn a Dragonborn in a while.
Short and sweet and to the point.
No sharp left turns on this one unless I insert them myself.
Kira, that's an interesting character idea. But also I have questions. Can a frog poison itself by licking another frog of the same variety?
I'm not sure.
I would assume not.
I don't think so. Because I was looking at this because I was drawing a poison dart frog Gripply. The current best, most accepted theory is that the frogs don't actually create their own poison. They accumulate it from the insects that they eat, which accumulate it from the plants that the insects eat. So basically, their livers are designed to process and recycle those poisons. So I'm pretty sure they would be immune.
Makes sense to me.
And that's a weird. I'm not saying it's like super common, but that happens somewhat frequently in certain animals. Like, I think that's how certain pufferfish are poisonous because they eat.
I think I can answer this. Basically, venom and toxins are very expensive to make. It's really complicated to make them. And so there's not a whole lot of creatures that do make them. And it's much easier to find things in nature that work.
Yeah. Like monarch butterfly caterpillars who steal the toxin from milkweed. Okay. And I've never played a Rune Knight. I haven't thought about what that implies for their design.
Same.
Giants.
Reference.
Would a Magma Genasi still have fire hair? Or would it be extinguished and just be heat?
I think you could do either or.
I think it might be more plasma-y. Just like wafting.
Also, they could just have like billowy ash cloud hair.
That could be cool too. Volcano top.
Yeah.
Just bleh. It was originally an Earth Genasi, but turned into magma. Yeah. That's a pretty cool chorus. I like that one. More liquid. You can do that. For a much heavier pyroclastic flow. Forged Cleric's gotta have a little bit of beef. Make her kind of buff. Especially if she was an Earth Genasi first, too. So much stir! Didn't watch Andor yet last night. Got busy. Hair is tough. I need to spend more time drawing hair.
Hair is tough.
This one, like.
I'm drawing really crooked right now.
God, I didn't even think about that.
Start over. Bad. That angle, at the pose I was going to draw, I really need a symmetry tool.
Yeah. God, symmetry tool is fun.
It's so much fun.
What are you doing, cat? There's gotta be food somewhere. Magma is one of those weird things to draw. It's like, it's really just mostly dark, and then you have to add in all these like cracks, and color helps a lot.
Yeah. But the light inversion you have to deal with gets complicated fast.
Hot goop, hard to draw. Yeah. Circle of the spores, you get more types of necrotic resistance. Why do you think that? I wish some classes need resistance if they have connections to a single type of damage. Yeah, that would make sense for me, especially if you're like a lightning wizard. Maybe you have a resistance to lightning. But also, like, because it's spell-based, there are a few... I think that's really based more on your constitution and your body than anything else. So, I can see that being something like you enchant yourself with, right? Or maybe you have a advantage on resistances. I guess that's the same thing in 5e, so... I definitely think there's an argument that can be made for that. Shoot, which is hotter, orange or red? I think orange is hotter, right?
Yeah, I think orange is the hottest color. Although it might also be yellow.
I think it goes white, blue, yellow, red? Yellow, orange, red?
Oh, yes, yes. In real life, I thought we were talking color theory.
Necrotic spores, excuse me. That are harmless unless you unleash them on a creature nearby. Yeah, I mean, I guess my only downside to it is, like, I don't know if I don't like this coloring. I don't know if spores should be necrotic.
Yeah.
They kind of feel more planty to me, because like Bane, I guess there's an argument there. Whoops.
I think spores feel poison to me.
Or disease, yeah.
Yeah.
But necrotic, I don't know. But like, so there would be spores in like decomposing matter, right? So
Yeah.
I feel like spores are kind of the aftermath of necrotic damage. But I can see where you're coming from. Very Golgari from Magic the Gathering, like bogs and liches, but also life. And I think the spores are kind of the life version of that. So mold is not good for life, so maybe that also counts. But yeah, I don't know. Artificial decay, I suppose. Fire shield. Trying to draw magma black and white is super tough. That could be a fun challenge to try, though. I like this character, too. That was a cool idea. Necrotic because poison damage is somewhat useless in 5e. Yeah, they nerfed poison a little too hard in my mind. They also made all poison's the same,
Yeah.
which isn't totally true, but like generally all poisons are the same in 5e, and I don't like that. I had a spider yesterday that I was using because Kevin turned into spiders. That did a bite and then had a really high damage coefficient. It was like 48. But then if you saved it, really low DC, took half that and became poisoned. Didn't become poisoned. So I like the front end damage on it, but then after that, it's just like, oh, disadvantage. It's like, I like the effects of a lot of the different poisons in older editions, but that has stat damage and all kinds of stuff. Anna, hello, me a noob. I like your funny word magic, man. Thank you, I appreciate that.
Same.
I hope that was directed at me because that makes me feel good. Yeah, welcome in. We're doing character drawing today. We're drawing a Genasi right now and Nax.
Yeah, Rune Knight, like most of the art I found was mostly like runes on the weapons, so I'm drawing the weapon first and I'll put the character behind it.
Nice.
Unless this is a sentient weapon. No, it was supposed to be Dragonborn. Never mind.
Sentient Dragonborn weapon? That's how I read it.
Yeah. This is clearly Rook's fault for not giving me the prompt correctly.
Magma Genasi
Sorry.
Forge Cleric. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. But I think I'm done here. I'm going to move on to the next one. Like the Wildfire Druid that is all about fire, and with the abilities that have Phoenix in it, so I thought it would be a fire resistance or immunity. The weird thing about, like, I'm of two minds. One, a high-level wizard should be able to just not be affected by magic, period. Especially if you're a sorcerer, because you're just, like, innately tuned to magic. So yes, a high-level spellcaster should be immune, but there are enough spells and counterspells that is actually kind of possible, right? The other thought is that magical fire shouldn't hurt fire creatures, except that it is magical fire and therefore not really fire. And those are kind of the two ways to think about magic in the world. That it either is like innately magical, or that magical versions of that don't act the same way. Like being frozen in a block of ice magically doesn't kill you somehow, but it could. So I don't know.
Eugenics. Turns out all we needed was magic all along.
Yeah. Reminds me of my Earth Genasi that somehow accidentally TPK'd an entire party. Oh no, how'd that happen? Play Abjuration Wizards if you want magic to not work on your wizard. Yeah. Like, Abjuration magic is awesome. I'm a big fan. It's my favorite type of magic. So I'm all about that. The other thing that's interesting, like, Drow in Pathfinder have spell resistance, which is kind of that effect. Like, they're still magically attuned to the forces of magic, and so there's just a small chance that they can just avoid it. It just kind of rolls over them, which is where a lot of the immunities should come from. And so if you're a creature that is magically fire, then it makes sense that, like, fire, you're immune to fire. Like, that makes total sense. But if you're a creature that just lives in a hot area, you're more resistant to fire, but you're not immune to it. And so those are resistances and immunities are kind of different in my mind as well. But it really all comes down to, like, whether or not how magic affects other magic in your world. So I think I'm good with this one. Let's go on to the next one. I'm gonna roll the dice. What are we on? I have a D10. Hell yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, the Marrow Fathomless Warlock or Zealot Barbarian who worships the Abyssal Demons of the Sea. I like it. Okay. Creepy merfolk squid monster. I'm down. Yeah, have advantage on saves and resistance to all magic. Like, that makes sense, because Abjuration Wizards are just, like, defensive, like conjuring shields and stuff. I get that. But I still feel like those should be somewhat innate to, like, high-level wizardry. Especially, like, some things do. Like, so, original tieflings, which are based off of fire demons, immunity to fire. Or resistance to fire, because they're half, like, that's once again connected to your constitution, connected to your bloodline. I like that, and Pathfinder's moving in that direction, so who knows, maybe that'll fix the problem altogether.
Maybe.
It would make sense if the wildfire druid doesn't take damage from non-magical fire. I agree.
What
That,
did I do?
or the other way around, depending on how you look at it. Like a wildfire druid lighting the forest on fire, can they just hang out in that fire? Versus a wildfire druid who can, light their hand on fire. They're just immune to magical fire because it's part of them. But if they light something on fire and then stand in it, it's going to hurt them. You really have to just kind of decide which. I'm totally fine in my games if that's how you want to describe stuff. I just want you to be consistent. That's all I would ask. It's like, yeah, mages shouldn't be burning themselves, but a lot of mages do fireball themselves, right? So it's like there is something inherent there. Where mages can lose control of their magic and be hurt by it. But not if they're good at it. What was I doing? Oh, merfolk. Monstrous merfolk. I've already forgotten the class specialization with this. It was a marrow something. Warlock, okay. We're actually getting pretty close.
I'm really invested in this one, so it's probably going to be the last one that I get done today.
That's fine. It is almost 2 o'clock, so I think that's probably good. There's not enough horns in the ocean.
Tell that to a lionfish.
I guess, yeah, spines are kind of like horns. There you go. My problem's been solved.
Or I think stonefish have a spike right on top of their head. It's not technically a horn, it's a modified fin. And it's venomous.
Not enough stingers. That's not true. There's lots of stingers on land.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just gonna shut up. Why don't any mammals have gills?
Technically, all mammals have gills before they're born.
I thought you were going to talk about how alveoli work. I don't want the horns.
You're just complaining about not having enough horns.
And I remembered all the things that have horns. Not unique enough. Get out of here. Should I give this thing like weird fish eyeballs?
I think yes, absolutely. Since it's already an aberration, like lean into that. I can't think of a better way than fish eyeballs.
Blurb. Oh man, I was going for a little creepy, like just derpy, but no, that's super creepy. I feel like I've essentially made like a giant dragonfish. Are fish social creatures? I don't think they are.
Not really.
Like, squid are, which is creepy.
Octopus are not.
Yeah, they're isolated.
Which is probably the only reason they haven't taken over the world.
Look at the stonefish if you want underwater shenanigans. Yeah. It's amazing camouflage, so step on it, get stung by it. I don't think it wants you to step on it though. That's the I've had this conversation with a few people before, like just because a creature is poisonous or venomous, it doesn't usually want people to bite it. Like,
yeah.
Like the tree frogs. Like, it's a deterrent. It's like, hey.
Yeah.
A bunch of us are gonna get eaten and then shit will stop messing with us.
Yeah, so like you have to think about it in terms of like the order of lines of defense. The first line of defense is the camouflage, so that nothing sees it and nothing can attack it. The second line of defense is if something does manage to find it and puts it in its mouth, it can sting them in the roof of the mouth and get away.
Yeah, there's a lot of like fish scales included in this. There's a lot of fish defenses that require that you be in the mouth of something before it functions. So it's like, oh no.
Which actually makes a lot of sense when you realize that there's a lot of fish that swallow everything they eat whole.
Yeah, those fish can't chew. There's not a lot of chewing going on.
No,
Except like the
there are a couple.
parrotfish.
Yeah. And there are some really weird fish that like any fish that is designed to eat shellfish usually has like this weird hard toothy palate.
I got
So
beak
that they
mouth.
can yeah, so that they can crush those shells and get to the soft juicy bits. And their gills are also tougher so that they can spit all of that sharp shell out of their gills.
What's up? I think a lot of white sand beaches are just parrotfish poop
Yep.
because they eat coral. And they just expel the
Yeah.
coral. Not all of it, but some of it. I think since it's one of the, I'm gonna give it some weird tentacles. I think that's gonna be fun. I don't think I drew a lot of clothes today. I feel like I drew a lot of things not wearing clothes.
I drew a lot more clothes than usual.
Yeah. We got the weird switcheroo
Yep.
here.
Yep. I blame the dice.
Dice gods have spoken.
They've decided I draw too many naked things and you need more titties flying in the breeze.
Yeah. OnlyFans, here we come.
It's a sign.
Hey, burp. What's happening? There we go. All right. What time is it here? Almost 2 o'clock. I think I'm going to try to finish this up, and then we'll probably call it. Next week is going to be cyberpunk themed, so that's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some research.
So, yeah, I'll post that probably this weekend so people can think about it. But I think I still want D&D characters. Just like tell me your D&D character, and we're gonna give it a cyberpunk vibe. Wonder if I should let people. There's not really a lot of different characters. Like, there's different ways to build things in cyberpunk that I know very little about. So I don't know if I want to branch into that. But there are a lot of cool things in cyberpunk. I kind of want to play the board game, but also I don't care. Like, I'm totally fine liking things and never actually participating in them.
Yeah, same.
Does that make sense?
I mean, you don't have to explain it to me. I like Final Fantasy, and you cannot get me to play Final Fantasy 14 no matter how hard you try, so.
Yeah. I tried.
Oh man, I am really proud of this one horn. Now I have to duplicate it.
I know that feeling. I know that feeling. Buy a fan for OnlyFans. Buy a fan from OnlyFans. We have a Patreon. Do people know we have a Patreon? Get stickers and stuff. Get you access to the saucy stuff in the Discord. If people didn't know, there's a Patreon only saucy section. Because I don't advertise it or talk about it.
Yeah. Also, there are plans in the works to maybe do like free commission giveaway. Maybe, right?
I mean, yeah. Let me talk about that when I'm ready to do it. Unless you want to do it, you can give away free commissions. No, we
I
did
could
talk
do
about
that
yesterday. We did talk about that yesterday.
Yeah. I don't finish anything, so I mean, like, that would be pretty sketchy of me to do, so.
I'm going to promise one person to give them a commission. Oh, you're giving away commissions? I said I'm going to promise one. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. No, yeah, we were talking about that yesterday. I haven't really figured it out yet, so.
Yeah. Which is why I was very tentative about it. I only mention it because you're, like, going into please subscribe mode, and, possibility of more exclusive content is a good way to get people to sign up. That's right, I'm manipulating you. I'm doing it so Rook doesn't have to.
Do you have a I read that entire sentence in one go. Do you have a token collection for VTT games in your Patreon? I do and I don't. So it's there. Basically, with every single video I release new tokens. And so all of the tokens are available up on the Patreon, but they're not really collected anywhere. I think I released a package maybe 4 or 5 months ago that just collected them all, but I'd have to double check. So the same thing in the Discord, in the Patreon section, there is all the little tokens I make. And there are some custom ones that are like rugby and stuff. Those are fun. And then I have as well, which I've posted some of them on the Discord, I have like tile sets of like ground tiles I've made. So those kind of things do go out to the Patreons, but I don't have like a whole package, I don't believe, of everything collected. Maybe I'll do that at the end of the year, just to kind of clean up. Just do like a big overall VTT package. So yes and no. And if you are a Patreon member and you want to get access to some of those tokens, just let me know and I can send you the packages I have. But they are kind of spread out. So if that's something people would like, let me know and I will recollect them for you. And yeah. Or if there's a specific token that I have made or a character I've made and you're a Patreon member, you can just be like, hey, do you have the token for this? I can't find it. And I'll be like, yeah, it's right here. Enjoy! And I also like to, whenever I do mini commissions or stuff for Patreon members, like commissions for Patreon members, I usually give out the tokens for those if people ask for them or if they want them. I usually ask the person if I can share them, and they usually say yes. So there's a couple of those too. I hope that answered your question. It was kind of long-winded. I did have somebody join the Patreon and then leave the Patreon, and in their exit survey they said I couldn't find the tokens I was looking for, and it's like, I wish you would have asked me, but that's fine. Like, I get it. It's totally legit. I like making these guys scaly, but I also like making them kind of like gross and ropey. Things you don't want to get grabbed by underwater.
Anything.
Yeah, anything. Literally anything.
Some things are higher on that list, but generally speaking, don't want to get grabbed by anything.
I used to do a lot of water skiing and such. Man, it was always sucked when you were in a lake and you crash and you're like, yeah, this is fine. And then like there's just tons of seaweed below you. You're like, I don't want it. I don't want to touch any of it. Could be anything. There's also a weird thing that happened. Like in the ocean, when you look down, like it kind of goes blue and then goes dark, right? It's just like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
But when you're in a lake, because there's no greater diffusion, it goes like clear, murky, black. And it's just like,
yeah.
It almost feels weirder to me knowing that there is something below me. Like 20 feet away from me, there should be ground, but I can't see what's there, and it freaks me out. I don't like it. I don't like it. So that's my night paralysis demon for the week. Thinking about dark shit in the water. And on that terrifying note, you're almost done with it. I think we should finish up your shoulder pad. Looks pretty good. We'll add some more texturing to this bad boy. That's a sick Dragonborn.
Thank you.
Dragonborn. I thought you said broom. I'm like, that's a sick broom. And I was like, that's a trident. And then I was like, oh, you're talking about the Dragonborn. It's a sick dragon broom.
As we all know, brooms are how dragons fly.
Yeah. They're just so big you don't see them. Alright, I think I'm done there. I think I'm done.
I'm gonna keep working on this, but
Sure. Let me see. Maybe there's someone we can raid. That would be cool. I just have to remember how to do that. This button. This button. Nope. This one. See if anybody else is online, hanging out, doing D&D stuff. Nope, nothing. All right, cool, YouTube. Thank you much. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out today. I do appreciate everyone hanging out and giving us some sweet suggestions. Next week, Cyberpunk stuff. It'll be really fun. Go check out some of the videos on the playlist that we have. They're great. And, yeah. Leave a comment somewhere. It'll be fun. I used to have an Aarakocra barbarian that had a flying broom. Because they were too lazy to fly. I like it. That's awesome. Yeah, so we'll hang out some more next week. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep your dice on the table. We'll catch everybody next week. All right? Bye.
Bye.